Hello and welcome back. In this lesson we will be continuing pronunciation, but we'll be focusing on stress and sounds. So, we'll be exploring how adding stress to sounds and words can help to make you more understandable to a native speaker. So, as we went through in the previous lessons, we know that words are made up of syllables or parts. The word syllable, for example, has 3 syllables. Syllable. Remember we did the thing on our chin? Syllable. Turning words into parts can make them easier to pronounce. So to check how many syllables a word has, place your hand flat under your chin and say the word slowly. Each time your chin touches your hand, that's a syllable. You can even write down the word in parts. Leave a space between, or draw a line between each syllable. Every syllable should have at least one vowel, A, E, I, O, U, or Y. Now try saying the word, say it slowly and pause after each syllable. So, stress to sounds and words. English is a stressed language. That means some words and sounds are more important than others. You can hear this when you say a word out loud. For example, the word introduce is pronounced with a stress at the end. So it sounds like this, introduce. So, you can just say it simply, introduce, but you need to add the stress at the end, introduce. Do you hear that stress? Introduce. Stress changing the meaning. So sometimes when you put the stress in a word, it can change the word's meaning. Say this word out loud. Present. Present. If you said present, you were talking about a noun that means either right in this moment or a gift. If you say present, you're talking about a verb that means to give a show, present. So, say it 2 ways. Present, a present. Present, present. Present, present. So you've got the same word, but if you add stress to either side, it changes the meaning of the word completely. So, present, present. So, I give you a present. I present this lesson. Some rules though. There are rules for where the stress goes in each word. For example, most 2-syllable nouns are stressed on the first syllable, and most 2-syllable verbs are stressed on the second syllable. That's just like the word present. Here's another example, the noun address. The noun address is the place where you live, and the verb address, to address somebody, is to speak to someone. So, the noun is normally at the start, the verb is normally at the end. So, the address is the place in which you live. If you address somebody, it means to speak to someone. So I'm addressing you now. This can be challenging to remember and use for every word. Relax. Native speakers usually don't know where the stress is in words because they have just learnt by listening and they know what sounds right. With enough practice, you should be able to do this too. So, for me, I find it quite challenging to find where the stress is in a word because growing up, I would just learn it through listening. So, for example, with address or address, you don't write it down differently, you write it down the same. But it's to do with the context, when you are saying it, what are you talking about? That's the difficulty. So you just need to make sure you practice the words when they are used correctly. So, stress isn't just in words, it's also in sentences. Sentences have stressed words. These words are more important and are said with more clarity and strength than the rest of the sentence. So, for example, with the sentence here, I ate some toast with butter in the morning. So just listen to this, okay? I ate some toast with butter in the morning. What words to you sounded more stressed? I ate some toast with butter in the morning. So here we go. Words in bold are the more stressed words. I ate some toast with butter in the morning. Notice how you slow down every time you get to an important word and quickly pass over the less important ones. Keep practicing by reading out loud, having conversations and listening. So, why do we stress these? Well, we stress these are the most important words in the sentence. We're talking about what we're eating, with what are you doing, when. So we're answering the most important questions, okay? What, where, when, why. So, going back, I want you to go over these 4 words. Present, present, address, address, and go over this sentence here, okay? I want you to also write a sentence of your own and underline the words which you think are stressed, okay? Because it's important for you to understand which words you should be highlighting as you're speaking, okay? So, remember again, practice, practice, practice. This isn't going to come quickly. This is built up over time, and lots of times where you've been conversing with someone, you'll be able to pick up these stressed words. Listen to when I speak as well. You can hear certain words where I would emphasize and make more important than others. Like it says here, when words in a sentence are less important, native speakers generally rush over them and combine them a bit more, so it sounds a bit rushed. So just keep an ear open, listen to me in my coming up lessons, and listen to the words which I show more importance, okay? Great. Thank you very much then. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Bye.